So last video, we got Adelar Lufon, I'm going to say his name is, to join us here at the lodge. He has decided he would like to save his appearance, I suppose. And he's here purely for PR reasons. But we're still going to put him to work. It's only right that we do so. So welcome back to Above the Snow. Hope you're having a great day today. I've got the survive the crisis with less than 10 deaths. Haven't had any deaths. Feeling pretty good. I don't want to skip any meals. I have switched the meal policy back to the one that I thought initially made more sense. It's this one here. So we get the morale boost in the morning and the evening, but we still only use the single meal for the lunch. I think that's a good trade-off there because it's a lot more for lunch. Let's put Leopoldo back in the kitchen. We'll give Eva a break there momentarily, and then actually, you know what? What's he good at? I don't know. He doesn't have his work speed's pretty good though. Why don't we have him join you in the
me. I've already calculated the outcome.
Okay. That's his voice. I don't know how I'm gonna get through mentally remembering how everybody sounds, but so if the voice is changing throughout the course of this whole playthrough, that's why. It's I am down though, as of recording this one, I'm down to like one game at a time, so we can probably just hammer this out. I'll probably sit down today and just hammer this out, and I won't have to worry about remembering after that. Okay, is there anything in the tech tree, the tech web here that I would like? Well, I mean, training stuff is good, but I think it's time to start somebody else's story, right? We don't have, we have the main story here with the rival and everything, and that's cool, but we don't have any of our companions here, their story going on at the moment. So yeah, we're going for the reputation thing. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think it's cool to probably get going with Shauna's first, since she was our first follower anyway. And I think we should probably get going with her. So let's unlock Inventor 3 and we'll see what happens with it. Nicholas, I've got an idea for some improvements, but there's no one willing to test them. Maybe you want to test them yourself. Wait, you mean me? Like personally? That's right. Nothing beats first-hand experience. But I've never done it before. Then it's the perfect time to start. I'll walk you through the basics of climbing. First, though, we'll need to head into town for the materials to finish your upgrade. Then we can explain. Then you can explain on the way how I'm supposed to even approach this. Of course, girl. Come on, let's move. Cool. So into town we go. Nicholas and Shauna. Easy enough to do. Just find the town. We'll send them in this one. It is nighttime, it's a little more dangerous, but it doesn't look like the conditions are too bad here. So we'll send Nicholas and Shauna. Do I actually have to send them both? I don't think so. It's narratively relevant, so you know what?
Too old for this.
They're both going, even if it doesn't specifically say that they both have to. Shauna needs to get some real experience with her prototype. Yes, complete the trail, get materials. That's what we're doing. Okay. Another quest part starting here. Bad news. The TV crew's helicopter had to make an emergency landing in the Western Valley. They need a lift. You mean the spot I was earlier? It's always crazy windy there. Yep. Looks like the same place. We're the closest, and they need our help with transporting their equipment. Or we just leave them and maybe the media stops scaring off our guests. Francis. Okay, that joke didn't land. I'm pretty sure we've heard that before, right? Just like the chopper. Yeah. So like this was in the last video, but now it's happening again. So the chopper is over here. Yep. Interesting that this is repeating, but okay. Francis can go get them. And we'll go like this. And there we are.
Chop, chop.
You can go get them. The second wood shipment. I actually think this path is pretty safe at the moment. We're going to send the off-road car. And I'm going to send Adelar to go get it, actually. You just go get his own shipment, right? So let's go and have him head on out this way to go get his own wood shipment. I'm not sure how big the shipment is. This only holds 100. It's possible this can't. There's another batch of timber we can pick up. I don't actually know how big. If this vehicle wasn't sufficient to complete the task, I would think it wouldn't allow me to select it.
Exactly as anticipated.
Exactly as anticipated. Okay. Don't know if I can do that one. There's just too many different voices to do, man. I'm at my peak, all right? I can only handle 6 at a time. It's just the way it goes. Okay, so I clicked again. Something was said before Nicholas. Sorry about that. Nothing I could do. So whatever it was, it's clearly the best idea. Trust me, the books won't teach you what life will. I always thought if you knew the theory, you didn't need much else. Maybe in a lab that's true. But nature isn't a lab. Out here, experience is the only real teacher. Huh. I never pegged you for the philosophical type, Nicholas. Yeah, well, back in my youth, I used to read a bit of Francis Bacon and John Locke. I like it. I think I don't know if he's pulling her leg or what, but let's get Eva in here to fix this. She's almost super tired. The woods here, fantastic. I'll work like anyone else, no slacking. And despite what you've seen, I do know how to handle a vehicle. I can take some of the load off. Of course, only architect around here who actually understood how things worked in this region. Years ago, I helped him get land for his little cabin. That area is a legal nightmare, full of protections, but I made it happen. Get to the point, Lufon. Marcel owes me a favor, and as it happens, he's sitting on a massive stash of canned food and military rations. Ah, that explains why he lives in the middle of nowhere. Since the apocalypse isn't happening just yet, maybe I can convince him to share some of it. Phew, managed to transport 2 crew members out of the helicopter landing. They're safe. All right, so we did the media thing for the helicopter anyway. Don't skip any meals for 3 days. That's 1 day done. Excellent. Now we need to go and get the secret food stash and also equip Shauna with the prototype high-tech gear. We have that loud snorer again. I actually don't need the satisfaction from these guys, so that's good. I don't need to sacrifice this one either. I don't like the idea of paying $600 for earplugs. It's insanely expensive, but it's actually too expensive. I'm just going to move to have workers slowed down, and we'll just keep this elevated. That's fine. I don't care. And because that's elevated +1 for that many hours, I can actually, in this case, get away with reducing the meal rations for the morning. Because the quest will do it for me. You can't get any higher than this, so yep, that's fine. So we can save a little bit on the rations there too. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and give people some rests here. Whoever's working, actually everybody is Z's right now, isn't it? So let's get Francis back out here. You can partner up with Eva. That's fine. I don't think anybody else needs to be out here too much. Although Eva should probably fix this. So why don't we have you partner up with Florina instead? On the trail, we have the trail tasks and stuff, right? So the secret food stash is way over here in the Silver Quill Vesta. So we'll go over here, and I don't know how big the food stash is. We'll just grab this vehicle. Adelard's got to be the one that convinces him, right? So according to Adelard, Marcel owes him some emergency supplies. This could help us survive the shop's reopening. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and do that. And one quality of life thing I really wish I could do here. As you guys know, like I'm tired of doing the exact same tasks over and over and over again when there's a clear path, easily programmatically or whatever the word is for it to make this happen. If there is a trail, all right, already established to the destination, let me just choose that trail as the path. That is a very easy thing to program in, I would think. So, yeah, like there's a lot of quality of life stuff they could do here, and I think it's a pretty easy fix. They just have to actually do it. All right, so let's come over here, and we will go just like that. The route, confirm.
Good choice. That should be easy.
I mean, also just having it auto-populate with the fastest route of paths that are already made. That would be pretty good too. I have the achievement for having connected every place in the mountains, so there shouldn't be any place that's not connected, because otherwise it gave me the achievement without actually doing it. So we don't have to worry about any more new trails or anything. And if there is anybody that pops in here is like, hey, alpinists without a trail, it's just because I have it connected with paths, which is the achievement, but I don't have a trail actually made with it. in this list. And so whatever they pop up with that, I can just make the trail then, and I don't have to think about it anymore. As far as the cable cars go, a few people have mentioned that in previous videos back when they weren't unlocked yet, so there was like no way to do it. But we have them now. And, you know, I don't think there's really a need for a cable car unless it's 80, unless it's exceptionally dangerous. And what we might do is if the weather gets really bad and we start seeing 6s again, then I'll just put cable cars on the 6s. 6s and 7s, you know. I'm not going to do the meme for you. You got it. You understand, I think. If you're of the generation who pays attention to such things, you know what I'm talking about there. But sometimes they are 6s, sometimes they are 7s. And if they get above 5, I think I'll put the cable car in those particular ones. Okay, so White Wave is going to be done on its own. Media Hunger is done on its own. Rivals is already on its way. And so the Inventor. Equip Shauna with prototype high-tech gear.
Reporting.
So I don't have that gear. I have to go and bring it in. It's sitting right here for repairs. Or it's not being repaired. It's not being repaired at the moment. Let's get everything repaired. We'll put Nicholas with you to fix these things. Inside the shelter, let's take a look. So I have 1,000 wood at the moment and 6,800 bucks. Inside the shelter, we are exceeding expectations, but that may not last if our reputation gets above 34,500. Then everyone will expect a 5-star result. So I think we could continue in the background to keep working on getting this current level to 10, 10, and 10, right? Because expectations is going to jump to a 9. And I think good foresight here on the dev's part, I think it caps out at 9 for the expected level. So that allows you to get to 10 and maintain the morale boost even after you max out the place, which is nice. Because otherwise it's like, how do you exceed expectations when the expectations is maxed out, right? So I like that idea of doing that. We got a lot of space right here. Originally, I liked the idea of having all this space because it's like a wide open area. Welcome to our place. Boom, boom. Wow, this is such a big place. There's so roomy, it's welcoming. Then you got the dining room area, which I have shifted the tables over, as painstaking process as one of the time is. I've shifted everything over, and that allows me to put these radiators on the walls. And I have really great coverage of heat. At least I thought I did. Did I miss that spot right there? I appear to have missed that spot. If I can put a radiator there? No, it's going to be a space heater. Yeah, it's always going to be a space heater here. Right there is fine. There we go. So that'll take care of the heating requirements in this area. Everybody can get nice and toasty while they're heating. I mean, everybody's really great, right? The heating is hot, warm. That's what we want. Hot, warm, etc. It might be just a tad bit too hot. I don't know, but that's going to affect the comfort. But, they can... Like, this is probably hot right here, right? I have the heating power turned way up, and that's probably part of it. If I bring this down to, let's say, 60, what happens to everything? It should, yeah, maybe a tad bit more comfortable here. So we could try that instead. And it also saves me on wood, which is good. Upper floor seems okay. There is a spot right here that could maybe use a little bit of extra dressing here. Looks like this is good. This is good. Maybe a little bit of a problem here. I could slide one of these space heaters over. That's the radiator there. If I swap out the radiator and put a space heater here, that would take care of it. And then I can move that radiator over to somewhere else where, yeah, right here. I could move that radiator over here. Let's just try that. So which one is it? It's, where'd it go? Which room is it? This one right here? Yeah. So let's take this one right here. Oh, I have to move that. Okay, that's fine. We can move it. Let's just fit this. Just let me place it right there for now. Okay, let me move you over one spot like that. And then stick you back over here like this. Yeah, and then move you back where you're going to fit. Okay, so there's that. That'll take care of that heat. And then in this room now, we can place one of these space heaters instead. And I can just set it right... Oh, man, I was hoping I could put it right between there. I think this is technically a better position anyway. Maybe it's not. Now, if I reposition this one, maybe some repositioning is needed to get this room to be properly heated. Let me move this back over here just so it's out of the way. If I slide these beds over to the wall, like so, this should give me enough room, I would suspect, to place that space heater between these beds. Now, this one is not the right one. Yeah, this is not supposed to be here. I don't remember where this was. This radiator that I'm holding in my hand right now. Where did this come from? Wait a minute. How did I forget this? I picked it up and it was just like, yeah, we're not going to move this one. Is this the one? I don't actually remember where that is or why that's there, but okay. Space heater is what I wanted to put here, and now I can fit it in here. So let's just sit this right over here like this. That should cover them for warmth. I'm not sure what the heck happened to the other space heater. Like, how did I have this one? I thought I just moved that over to the desk. Didn't I just move that over to the desk? So how did it show up on my mouse again? Boy, I'm losing my mind here, aren't I? You guys are probably like getting ready to type and tell me, and that's great, but where did that come from? All right, let's see how the heat is distributed now. Yeah, so I think it probably just goes back over here, right? I think so. Let's just put it back in there, because I want to make sure these guys stay warm. And it's also providing heat to the surrounding areas and stuff too. So we'll just keep that in there like that. And then we should have everybody in a okay position now when it comes to warmth. Maybe a slight change here. Because this radiator is still in the room, I can actually slide these beds over more. Let's do it like this. Shift you like so, and place the radiator here. That way it's the thing that's covering, it's covering this corner over here, which is like not as well covered as this is. Adelard said it worked. Good grief, how much does he have? Probably like, I don't know, 100. Honestly, I was expecting a pantry. Okay. Man could feed a city. A pantry? I don't think my pantry could feed a city. They must define pantry differently than I do. So yeah, anyway, heating, it looks like it's not covering nearly as much space as I suspected it was. What's going on there? Do I really have to crank this up to 70 in order to cover this whole room? Weird, because it was just covering it much better than this. This doesn't heat enough. You know, like there's just no reason for this to be cold. You know, I just don't feel like there's like, do we have, think about it this way, right? Do we have like a huge draft? Are we like really crazy venting? Like, are all the windows open right now? Right? Because you think the heat would stay in here and just warm the whole area instead of this tiny little patch here. Like, it's really hot here, but then 5 steps in this direction, it's really chilly. I don't know, man. I don't think that makes any sense at all to me. But maybe they have to be, I don't know, manually refilled or something. Like, there's different bars here. And so I'm wondering what that means, because this looks like it has a wider area. Man, maybe not. I don't know. I'm trying to learn the systems and just see if I can explain certain elements in the game. I'm trying to understand why they did the decisions the way they did, and I'm having a hard time with it. I'm sorry. Let's put this here, and we'll put this over here on this side. So just kind of creating like this atmosphere, like people can chill over here if they want to. You know, they can talk to each other like so. Extra comfort in there, right? Boosting this up. Now we're 120-ish units away from maxing out comfort, which is great. And we can do that with the remaining beds that I'm going to add, so it's fine. Speaking of those remaining beds, let me go up to unlock new rooms. And I think we'll take... I was going to take this last room here, but I think instead we have all these space heaters that are surrounding this room. And I think I'm going to actually take this room instead. And in this room, we're going to create the really good beds. So over here on sleeping, we have the single beds, quality beds, designer bed. It's not until you get to sleeping 5 where you actually get a bed that for the space gives you more comfort than the double beds do, right? So the quality bunk bed is the max bunk bed. It's 24 comfort. That's the same amount of comfort as the designer bed here, but And I don't know if I have the money for everything. It looks like I do. If we go to excellent bed. Okay. Down here, probably. Yeah, excellent bed. You don't have enough resources to build that. It's 480 wood for a single bed. Okay. But that gets me 48 comfort. And so I thought I would place, you know, these are more single beds in this room. And that would bump me over the comfort limits. I'm assuming it would get me there. So let's unlock the 3,000 for another room. Wow, no thanks. Let's take a look at outside things, because we can do things outside as well. The first thing I want to take a look at is getting you some rest. Eva can replace you.
I've got a thermos of tea just
and Florina can rest, and Adelard can replace you.
Exactly as anticipated.
Okay, and then what I want to do, she should have it fixed by now. Yes, it is fixed by now. All right, let's put these things up for rent. Yep. And then the other gear goes
fine. Thanks
there.
for asking.
All right, I'm ready. I've installed the safety latch. So, time for a field test. Like I already told you, don't count on me. I'm not testing anything. You don't have to. I'll do it myself. Wait, what? I think Nicholas was supposed to say that last line. Say what? I said, I'll test it myself. Oh, maybe Francis was supposed to say that last line. Either way, I don't think that was Shauna's line. I said, I'll test it myself. Got a problem with that? No, of course not. It's just, you've never done this before. As a certain old man told me, good a time as any to start. Okay, so she's going to go do things. I want to complete that task. Yes, of course. And she's sleeping right now, so maybe the trail task is the right thing for her to do. Here's Feroci. She's going to attempt the real test of her creation. I could just send her out there. She has a 10 traversal skill now, which is pretty good. And you know what? I'll even have her give her a real test, right? Let's send her up. Send her up this one. Yeah.
Let's get that thing checked out.
Yeah. With really strong winds. Go for it. That sounds great. We also need to pick up Adelard's blueprints, which again, we can have Adelard do. So I will send him in. Looks like the off-road car is probably not quite. Let's send him in this one. We'll have you do this. And then once again, we just need to custom make the trail for you all the way out this way. I think that does it. I wonder, does it require me to do that? Right? This whole time, does it require me to do that? Or can I just go like this? Okay, I really do have to go point by point. I have never actually tried just selecting the location and saying, hey, don't make any stops until you get there. But you do actually have to do it. You can only select a point that is immediately connected to the point you're already at. So, okay. Just had to make sure I was thorough about that because I've never actually tried it. So Adelard will go get that. Everybody left now. We can see if there's anybody to rescue and keep an eye on the trails. They seem fine at the moment. Yes, there are some paths that are suboptimal for getting people all of their, what they want. Like the Ventacrota path actually still doesn't take them through a vista, for example. And so I could, redo this so that they do, like, this is the 45 though, and there's no 45 up to this point. So I would have to go kind of like maybe, I don't know, up to this way and then here. So I could maybe build a path segment that goes 45 to this point. Or not. Okay, so this is already 45. So then I can go 60 to this point and then over. I mean, I could, but it's like, it's not worth it. I just don't think it's worth it. It's fine. I have very high satisfaction, very good reputation. Everything's already made and safe. I just don't feel the motivation to go through each individual route and be like, hey, I'm maximizing all your desires in each route. I just don't think it matters. So I'm not going to bother with it. So once again, I've clicked. This thing loves to just show up right when you're clicking. So somebody said something to her, and then she said, we've evacuated so many people. The press will love it, but I'm dead on my feet. Can't get anything done with these damn reporters around. Good day, Codefield Daily. May I speak with the owner? No. Why not? He's away. You mean to say the owner left during... Listen, kid. I mean, take that camera of yours and... Easy, old man. I'll walk the gentleman out. Let's not get baited on camera. Winter break's right around the corner. Sorry. Yeah, now they're going to report that the owner left during the snowstorm. Way to go, Nicholas. Your lies will catch up to you. Just talk to the reporters, okay? You can do it. I believe in you. Just do it. Nicholas is resting. At the moment, I think I do need some deliveries. I have upgraded this. It's at 450 capacity, or have I not upgraded this? I was thinking about upgrading this. In spirit, I upgraded this. Now I've upgraded it. Yeah, I thought the capacity was actually a little bit low there.
I think I need something.
Looks like Shauna got sick. Well, how's the testing going? Could have gone better. I slipped a bit on the rocks. Damn. Are you hurt? No. Luckily not. Just a couple of scrapes. Was it the gear again? Nope. Gear's fine. I just accidentally clipped it upside down. Instead of hauling myself up, I ended up sliding down. But it's sorted now. If the gear's tested and working, then you'd better head back. You're making me nervous. You? Worried about me? That's sweet, old man. Oh, quit it with the sarcasm. It's not sarcasm. I really mean it. Well, look who made it back in one piece. Who? In one piece. And richer in experience. Though, I think I might have popped my wrist. Oh, now you've scrapes and now you've popped your wrist. It'll heal before the wedding. What matters... Sorry, what? Did I just forget or something? Heal before the wedding. What matters is you finally push through, face the fear. I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. I was scared out of my mind. But now I know. Nothing teaches you better than doing it yourself. Truer words, girl. Truer words. Am I just... I don't know, like, it's been a bit. Wedding? Did I forget something? Like, she like getting married soon? Are we having a wedding hosted here? Is she a guest at a wedding? Like,
working here is a vital part of the research.
I guess I'm out of it. I don't remember that being a thing for her story. So I'm I mean, I hope it's not that big of a deal. I just forgot. 550, and I don't know who can go get this. Adelard, go get it. 550. I want pretty much... Let's do 450 on the wood and 100 on the food for this order.
Exactly as anticipated.
And then with this helicopter, I think I'm going to grab 350 rations. And then with the 3,400 I have... Let's take a look outside. I can probably build some things out here. So there's no facilities that aren't built yet. We have storage here. Now, if I want to add storage for the sake of expectations, right? I got to get up there like over 200. So one of the things I could maybe do, it may not be worth it, but outdoor here, we should have something that has additional storage. I thought I saw it anyway, maybe not. So here's survival essentials. And again, I just don't see the value in this. It's not that expensive to make a cable car. I'd have to make like a whole bunch of them, and I just don't know about that. Workshop upgrades. I thought there was something for storage here. Maybe it's advanced carpentry. Excellent wardrobes. Yeah, that's a lot for storage there. Movie projectors, surfaces. Maybe there isn't another one. I could have swore I saw it. If I see it, I'll cut it in here. Oh, okay. So it's outside resort 2, and it's not connected to outside resort 1. And so that's strange. Like outside resort here but outside resort 2 is connected to outside zone unlock. So anyway, I'm gonna get this. That allows us to get a finished sauna, mold wine bar, equipment storage point there. And then outside resort 3 is over here. This is with a gear storage center, thermal pools, is 100 comfort. So there's a lot of stuff over there. Let's go ahead and grab this outside zone part. And I mean, I could unlock this part, but I feel like for guest stuff, we should just keep it all together is kind of what I'm thinking. So we can unlock this part instead. And then now all of this is available. So we've cleared out this. So now we can do things out here. So if I wanted to build, I only have $1,600 left, but here's an equipment storage point. And I feel like we could place this again kind of over where the other facilities and stuff are. So I can place this over here like this. That seems good. Now we're up to 812 there. It's not really all that great, but it's still the same 10 wood per point. So it's all the same. And then we have the mold wine bar, which gives 30 entertainment, but I don't have enough wood for that, at least not yet. We're going to let the time run here, and we should get that delivery pretty quickly. With my remaining money, I suppose I can get another delivery really quick and just have them load up on wood because I have other things to buy. So we'll do that. So we need to prepare the manual for Shauna's task. So let's go over to like this. Before anyone else tries the device, Shauna insists on instructions must be written down properly. Okay? I could just have you do this without a vehicle. You should be able to handle that with all this gear on you. But let's just make sure that you're fine by giving you the safe route instead.
Copy that.
So you can go ahead and do that for us. Skipping a meal, not there. Pick up Adelard's blueprints. Same thing. We can send him with a vehicle. No, I can't. No, I can't. Florina can do it. It's fine. And once again, we will have this all go out this way. Like so. Go.
I've done harder maneuvers than this.
Okay. So now that we have the wood back. Oh, nope. That was our raw food delivery. Yeah. Okay. Gotta wait for the other helicopter. There we go. So the other helicopter is giving me access to the mold wine bar. And I'm thinking it's got to be over here, right? Oh, man. I wanted it to fit right there. But now it's going to be over just a little bit. It's going to be like here. Yeah. About here. I could put something else next to that, maybe. There's 2 tiles. That's pretty good. For comfort, we have the Finnish sauna. And I think that's where we start to maybe put it over a little bit into this area some more. So Finnish sauna. Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Like that. Oh, man. So I almost ordered one of these for my wife. It was like going to be a surprise. Almost did that. And it turns out it looked just like this, too. I mean, maybe not. It's not that big, but it looked just like this. I think I'm going to put it over here, actually. The only reason I didn't is because the area that I was planning on installing it turns out to retrofit that area to make it work, it was going to cost me about as much as the sauna itself. So it kind of doubled the price. So I could move it to a new area, but it just wouldn't look good, and I'd have probably permanently power cables and stuff. I'd have to probably trench them to power out to that, and I just it became a hassle, like a bigger, more expensive hassle. And I think my wife would have loved it, but she also would have looked at the price tag later when we were doing our accounting stuff, and she wouldn't have liked it so much. I think so. Maybe one day I can find a cheaper solution that doesn't quite cost me so much to install in that area. Anyway, finally finished documenting my improvements to the clan. And the thing is, I'll just point out before I continue that I could build that and we'd have it right here at my house. But the cost to do so is like the equivalent of me paying for nearly a decade of like, not a decade. It's something like 6.5 years worth of like membership at a place to get it. So she could have a much better place and much better facility for like 6.5 years for the cost of that thing. So it's just kind of, I don't know about it. Anyway, finally finished documenting my improvements to the clamp. The teams coming back from the trails are really happy with the upgrades too. I never thought I'd say this, but I might actually have to try it out myself. Be my guest. Just let me scribble down a quick user manual first. The folks back at the university are going to love this idea. No doubt about it. Okay, so that takes care of her quest. Takes care of her, inventor 2, right? Or was that 3? I think that was 3. Inventor 3 is completed. So that's it. That's her entire storyline. It's done. I can get her training up. I have 8,600 bucks now, so that might be worth it. So she can work on things a little bit longer, a little bit faster. And then we can now do Daredevil 3, which will complete Florina's quest. However, I think it works better for a video if I can maybe have one of their quests done per video. I don't know if I want to merge this, and the video's got a little bit of length to it already. So I know there's another chapter, actually, because I saw the achievements. So what I'm trying to say is we can continue with the rival and stuff instead and have this be sort of the ongoing thing instead. The schematics and the board are here. Looks like we've got everything we need, blah, blah, blah. We could even do a little unveiling ceremony. Okay. The media will eat this kind of the media eat up this kind of nonsense, but sabotage will be better. Yeah, not happening. Says the saboteur. Anyway, all's fair, isn't it? Let's take Francis here, and Nicholas, I think I want you to run to town. So Adelard will help you here.
I've already calculated the outcome.
And just doing a quick run here of various durability. I think we're okay. Yeah, so let's make sure that we get the gear brought in for fixing. I also want to get Leopoldo's gear off of him because he's in the kitchen. He doesn't need that anymore. Imagine being in extreme cold weather gear while you're cooking, you know? I don't think that's necessary. And it's not showing up in the list right now, which is weird. There it is. And maybe it was showing up and I just didn't see it.
Checklist for this.
Shauna can take care of that. She's max trained, so that's great. And as far as reputation goes, right, we're getting up there. So it'll be... Can't get it to stay on the mouse over. It goes away right away. But it looks like to me we got... Oh, we did get the reputation bump. I think it actually did it just happen? Yeah, it did. It just happened. Oh, so maxing this out actually would probably put them at 10. Well, shoot. I'm just praising them for this, and turns out I was wrong the whole time. This move speed thing doesn't really concern me at the moment. So, like, I'll just let her be and let her do her thing. I don't really mind that too much. This person looks like she's trapped there. There she goes. We can increase comfort, of course, just by going through various different things here and swapping out the furniture for more designer stuff and all that. But we are going to need wood for that. So for that reason, Nicholas, can you head out and get me 550 wood, please?
On my way.
And then I'm also going to have the helicopters bring more of it as well at 350. There we go. I would love just small quality of life suggestions. I'm just saying, max out. Boom. One button right here that maxes out the vehicle would be super nice. Or you could even put it right here, like a plus sign and then like an arrow or something, right? You can empty, like zero it out, or max buttons. Just imagine a 0 here and max right here. That's so easy, right? Wouldn't have to custom type it every single time. Just saying, tiny little things. They add up. They add up. Let's go ahead with the 5,800 we have. Can we unlock the media? I want to get these projectors in here too, if I can. So let's go with projectors. Movie projector. That is really? It's very small. I did not see that coming. This is a bedroom. I could make this a media room, but I mean, given the size of this projector, I almost feel like putting the chairs right here is better, right? I think so. The projector is so close to... It's such a small... All right, never mind. I'm being overly critical now because, you know, movie guy here, okay? Does it move? It does move. At least there's changing pictures in it, okay? What do we want for this? Maybe designer armchairs? We could have these chairs. These are pretty cool. These could be our theater chairs is what I'm thinking, right? So we have something like... one. Oh wow, this is... Yep, we're gonna run out of stuff. So 3, 4. There needs to be room to walk though. So it looks like it's gonna be rows of 3. Okay, no problem. I mean, there doesn't... Okay, let me be clear. There doesn't need to be room to walk. That's not how the game works. but it's how I work, okay? I want to have room for people to walk around. So we'll go like this. They can walk between these to sit down. I like that better. So we should see a helicopter coming in. There we go. And then let me get one more chair that goes like this. Yeah. All right. And then we'll just have these chairs back behind it. And then, you know, like maybe like one space behind them. Now they can watch a movie. Okay. That's how we'll take care of that.
The project is progressing fine. Thanks for asking.
How's our equipment? Are we ready to put it up for rent? Look at all these things. Ready to go. Oh, Brutus's wallet. Notice the wallet thing. I could keep the money. Probably good for me. Set up lost and found. I don't really need the thing that's going to happen on its own. I'm just going to keep the money for this one. And we can put the experimental gear up for rent too. All the gear is rented now. The exception of this one needs to be retrieved. And this one, we can unrent these so we can get them fixed up. Yep. All of these things individually need to be unrented. Yep. And then we can go ahead and send them to the workshop, and Shauna can just start working on them right away. If they don't fall under a certain threshold, there's no button to send them to the workshop right away. But I like to do that anyway. So there we go. And Shauna can just continue to fix things as she does. All right. With 1,100 wood, let's go in and replace these couches with items that are a bit better for this. So these are both the same. They just look different. And I like the idea of keeping things looking a little bit different up here. Ooh, can I not put that? Oh, it's right in front of the door. So because this bench is wider. Okay, no problem. I can solve this. So we can go about like this. And then we just use like a different look. So I'm thinking like these chairs here, for example, we can have these sort of be up here. They look like they're themed with it, right? There's two different chairs here like this. That's fine. I could put another bench here, but I think that's getting a little crowded. And also the television's right here. I'm imagining this kind of angled. I can't do diagonal, but I'm imagining it in the corner kind of angled towards these guys so they can watch it together. And then just a really quick check on the heat. It is a little bit of a gap here. Thought so. What I could do is we can add the space heater right here. And then that space heater will cover the interior of this room and the other room as well. So just place one kind of right in here like this. Now we won't have to worry about it. It'll cover the inside of this room too, which looks like it kind of desperately needed it because there's no heat in this room. So let's also get a radiator. It's just more space efficient to do this. It's like you're gonna have to play pool around the space heater, but at least you won't be cold. There you go. Okay, let's go back out to the yard. We need to relieve some people here. So let's have Nicholas. Nope. Nicholas swap here, and Eva can swap here. And then while we're outside, I need to build a memorial plaque. Tip, check the decorations tab. I don't know if it's an outdoor or an indoor thing, so let's take a look. This is a memorial plaque, 400, and it goes outside. Okay. This, I think it would be better. Honestly, I'm going to play. It sounds a little bit weird maybe, but hey, if you're going to do the thing with the memorial, you're going to walk through and it's going to be over here, right? We have like a separate area over here for specific things. It could be right on this mountainside, right on this hill. I kind of like that, right on the hill. Let's put it, actually, it looks like it'll fit here. Yeah, I don't know which side. Like, this looks like the front to me because it curves around this. Yeah, so like putting it like this doesn't make as much sense to me. So I'm going to waste that little bit of space, but I think it's fine. So we'll go like that.
All right, Lufont. Enough games. What do you really want?
I told you. I want to rebuild my public image.
Rubbish. If that were true, you'd rally your lackeys, reopen your resort, and start defending yourself at press conferences. Your reputation's intact, and we both know it.
Fair enough. It's true.
So what's this really about?
I knew you'd catch on eventually. I just didn't expect it so soon. Let me tell you what really happened, Nicholas. Come on. Let's go for a short walk.
I'd rather not bring this up in front of the others. Interesting. A one-on-one talk with Nicholas. Oh, boy. Okay, well. Out to the trail we go. To Esperville. Adelard asked for an honest talk. Well, why not? Why not? It doesn't cost anything after all. Maybe it's time to finally bury the hatchet. Question is, in whose skull? Okay. We can give you a car for this. I know it said go for a walk, but you don't have any gear, and it's a little bit dangerous. You should be fine, though. Your traversal skill is high enough. Let's go with the theme of it is a walk, right? That's what they want to do. Their traversal skill is good enough to handle this. And we can always have them go the safe route just to avoid this little extra bit here. Those all handrails and stuff. It should be fine. Go.
Good choice. Should be easy.
Although there's a case to be made that they won't complete the task quite as quickly, but it's, you know, it's nighttime's dangerous for vehicles anyway, right? Very strong winds, movement speed. You know, it's fine. It's okay. Were there any other trail tasks that aren't completed? No, it's just that. This is going to complete itself. Yeah, one-on-one talk. Oh, we only get that bonus for that 12-hour period. So why don't we go ahead and get the kitchen back on double rations, because we don't have that bonus in the morning anymore. Yeah, Shauna's exhausted now too. Let's see what this is. You dragged me up here to admire the view? No. From here you can see both your shelter and the path to La Pique Magnifique. See? Even though we're technically neighbors, we're hours apart in practice. True. It's quite the trek. Do you know how I ended up with La Pique Magnifique? Just that you were young. Far too young. I bought La Pique Magnifique when it was a rundown wreck, practically for nothing, chasing this romantic idea of mountain life. I poured the last 30 years into the place. No time off, no indulgences. I gave up friendships, expeditions, adventure, everything I loved about the mountains. Swapped all of that for paperwork and admin. I thought the love for the mountains would come back if I made La Pique Magnifique the best, most prestigious resort. But progress was slow. In the end, I even sold my integrity and resorted to the worst tactics, just to reach that goal. Somewhere along the way, I completely forgot what it was all for. So what changed? Watching you all flailing around, improvised strategies, a team full of misfits with no proper training, wild creativity instead of calculated planning, and yet a tight-knit team of friends. The only shelter that survived this brutal winter. I started to wonder, maybe you did know something I didn't, Nicholas. I didn't. When Eva and Francis showed up, I was just alone. The only difference was, I'm old. I didn't have the energy to look for new staff or solutions. I blamed everything on competition. But really, it was my own stubbornness and lack of trust. I thought I could do it all better on my own. If it wasn't for them and the rest of the team, we wouldn't be here now. I want to stop doing things the old way. Cold, hostile tactics. That's not the mountain spirit. Maybe we could work together instead. We serve different parts of the range. We could start referring guests to each other. Maybe we could even talk to the other shelters. Bury the hatchet and start working as one. Sounds right. I agree. Oh, is this a happily ever after story? I can't believe we're buddy-buddy with the font now. He was not wicked, only lost. Gentlemen, I have been looking for you. There's a crate waiting for us in town. I ordered it months ago. Something, it's here now. Okay, so now it wants us to go and get things in town. Once more, we head to town, way over here on this side of the map. There we go. Adelard has ordered something amazingly tasty to help us finish this final push. Oh, something amazingly tasty. Probably not going to be more than this. I could have these guys go, but they're gone. Francis will just go pick it up. It's fine.
Done.
It's fine. I don't need them to go get it. Okay, so don't skip any meals. That's going to happen. The rival's going to happen. Guys, I think we're to the point now where Chapter 5 is about to complete, right? We have to complete the media quest, though. And this is 2 out of 3 is going to happen here. So the chapter's not quite over because time has to go by, right? So Francis gets to town and says, okay, that's a big crate. What's inside? Massive industrial grade quantities of the finest coffee this side of the Alps. One sip and you'll feel alive again. Finally, I was getting sick of that instant sludge we've been drinking. You ran your whole staff on this? No. This was for upper management. Me. Only me. The staff got leftover bagged stuff from the second brew. Don't look at me like that. I wouldn't do that to them now. Oh, okay. You're a different man. You're a changed man. Yeah. Okay, so I do want to incorporate the media Alpine Hunger quest. I do want to incorporate completing that into this video. So I'm going to go forth and decorate a little bit and kind of move some things around. And then when this thing triggers, we'll see what that is. And I can put you guys back in from there. So while this is all triggering in, I don't have enough wood, honestly. I still need another delivery. Nicholas, please, if you will. Another 550 wood.
Getting too old for this.
I think another from the helicopter as well. Por favor. So I can get this comfort level stuff done, right? I want to keep this up very happy as long as I can. Leopoldo's going to go back into the kitchen as well. Yada, yada, yada. You guys have seen it. I'll be right back. Once I place this excellent bed. Are they really going to sleep in the same room as this stuff, though? I think not. I'll probably move these, but for now I can get the comfort rating up and see what it's all about. So I'll just go ahead and do this really quick. So I've been working on, getting the bonuses and everything for it, and we're up to a level 10 with comfort, and we're up to a level 10 now with the storage. Entertainment is almost there, and I've unlocked a few extra tools that we can use. That one of those is a piano. It's a plus 16 entertainment. It's very nice. Not quite as good as the movie projector, but it's pretty good in the space that it takes up, and it takes wood instead of the money. So I'm gonna take these things down. I think this is a pretty good spot for it. Just replace all of these entertainment items with a single piano. I think it's net neutral doing that, but this is a cool place for a piano, I think, because you could have people playing this. Actually, I'm gonna put this over a little bit and then stick a plant right here. There we go. You could have people playing piano, and they can hear it in the dining room and area of stuff too. So I think that's kind of nice. It's going to add something really nice to it. Let's just go in and make sure that we have a chair for them to sit in while they play. Yeah. I've also done that over here as well. So somebody can play the piano, and we could have like a guest sort of, they can hear it downstairs, but we can also hear it from upstairs. And you come into the lobby and you're greeted by a piano. Maybe we had like a grand piano. It'd be kind of cool. But otherwise, there's that. I think it would also be kind of interesting if these objects that we could place were actually interacted with by guests, and we would actually be able to hear it. So like if guests could come over and play the piano and we would hear that, I think that'd be very, very cool. Levitating and floating, yeah. Also, maybe having this be a station for somebody here. Maybe Adelard is actually... No way. It's the first time I've ever seen somebody sit down at it. Oh, they're just sitting down in the chair. They're not actually going to play the piano. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I wish people could sit here and then we could hear them playing the piano, right? But it's I was like, wait a minute here. What's going on? Haven't heard any piano music yet, other than the actual game's soundtrack. All right, so I'm just kind of going through this. We got lots of production in the kitchen. Let's get one more delivery with the helicopter, and this time I'll go 200 and 150 there. And I don't think I need any other deliveries. We're almost out of money now, but I've got tons of rations, and we're cooking them up really quickly, so no big deal there. Shauna, let's go ahead and take a break with you there and put you back over. No, nothing needs fixed. Well, nothing. Some of these things could use some fixing, I suppose. We could send some of the ones that are like half done. We have time to do them now, so I'd rather just do them when we can do them. So let's add Shauna
let's get
there.
That thing checked out.
And we'll get that happening. Okay, this task here should complete. It's been, I think it's midnight when this thing ticks over. So let's see what happens when that happens. Damn, we left tourists hungry. What? No, you didn't. No, you really didn't. Chin up. We've got our hands full. No, we didn't. We literally didn't. It's simple. Safety first, then cutlets. Huh? What are you talking about? The whole task was not to leave them hungry. My dear friends, I was wondering where the face of Cortana had gone off to. Well, here I am. I heard that even after the avalanche, you've kept standards high. Luckily, the avalanche didn't hit the town. Minor damage at worst. And thanks to you, tourism's booming, so locals will bounce back fast. Good to hear. Things are tough up here, but we're holding strong. I've finally gotten the green light for my documentary. I'd love to film a piece about you. The last shelter, standing tall in the winter of the century. Sounds like perfect promo for winter holidays. Exactly. The mayor even chipped in for better gear, luckily before the avalanche. All right then. You've got our go. When are you coming? Could you send one of your vehicles to pick us up? These cameras weigh a ton. We'd be hauling them all day otherwise. Consider it done. Well, that seems pretty straightforward. We can go pick up the camera, and they're going to do a documentary on us, huh? That sounds interesting. Right up my alley. Love that. Tell you what, we'll incorporate that in the next video because we're a little bit long at the moment. So come on back for the next one. We will continue the documentary here. Most likely that will complete chapter 5. We will start chapter 6, and also we will get going with Florina's final story here as well, which is going to be unlocked by clicking this button right there. Okay? So come on back for the next one, and we'll do all of those things. See ya!